guys, welcome back to my channel. Taragayenicole here. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing well. And well, it is Saturday the 10th of February, so we've officially finished like the first full week of February, and I'm really excited about it. And I just wanted to come and tell you guys how I was doing. It is really cloudy here. It's supposed to be like a rainy weekend, so that's why it's not that bright, because usually outside light is the best light, but it's better than what's in my apartment right now. So I'm on my way to work, and I just wanted to tell you how my first full week went. Y'all have seen my ups and downs, but I've been getting much better. Like, I didn't have the part-time job all week, so I didn't have any kind of temptation to buy anything. Although the deals that I told you about is all that I'm going to buy, so I'm not really worried about it as far as clothes go. Now, food is another story. I'm very proud to report, I did not stop for any fast food. I did not stop for anything like that. I was very good about it. I went home, I cooked, I did what I had to do. But what I will say is that I found that going home kind of late sucks sometimes, because you're so tired after a day of work. Sometimes cooking seems like such a chore. Lucky for me, it's only me, so I can usually make my dinner, the dinner I cook before, be my lunch and then dinner the next day, or lunch the next day and then just have a little small snack. But here's some things that I am noticing. Only a week in, it's really strange that I notice you start to appreciate the things that you do have, and you start to realize what you don't really need. So for instance, I'm sure by now I'd have bought like a whole bunch of fast food. I would have bought like a piece of clothing. I would have bought like just these random things by now, looking back at some of my old statements. And honestly, I'm noticing what I actually need in clothing and things like that. Like, it's funny how we'll see something on sale and we're like, it's really cute and we need that, and we really don't. But things we do actually need, we don't put towards the forefront. Like, for example, let's say I see like a cute skirt. Mind you, it's on sale. I don't really like to wear skirts to begin with, because I don't really like my stomach area, and usually the skirts I'm buying would be like bodycon, and they just sit in my closet. Although it was cute, it's not something I'm gonna wear. Whereas me having a solid pair of well-fitting black jeans is something I don't have in my closet. Like, I have jeans that have rips in them, or they're ankle length, or a solid pair of black jeans I don't own that fit well. Like, that fit well, really? And simple things like a white cami that isn't dingy and I can wear. Things like a black cami, which I just purchased last week for $5, which I told y'all in another haul. Simple things like a nice white or black or both button-down chiffon type of shirt to wear. What? How do you not have that in your closet? And that is why I'm kind of excited to go into the decluttering phase, which I think I'm going to start either this weekend or sometime during next week, because as I'm washing all my clothes, and that's the only reason I haven't started washing all my clothes, I'm noticing that there's a lot of things in there that I wouldn't wear. And this is how I know, because I hang most of my clothing. And one time I went to the laundromat. It's raining now, so if y'all hear that, I went to the laundromat and didn't bring enough hangers, and I literally picked through the clothes that I liked the most and hung those clothing, and then the other ones just kind of hung them over the basket till I got home to get more hangers, just to hang them, just so they can dry, but not because they were pieces that I actually love. So when you're having a problem decluttering, think about things like that. Like, is this something that I reach for all the time? Does this fit me well? And things like that. That's a whole nother video. But either way, that actually helped me. This windshield wiper, though, I need the new windshield wiper, something that I need. And I go and buy other things, and I don't have windshield wipers yet, really. And now it's raining. They're working, but it's not the best. Another thing I've noticed is that although I'm buying groceries, I have so much extra stuff in the house that I don't really need to be buying like full-on meals. Like, I made a whole meal plan, which was great. And to be honest, I haven't stuck to the meal plan per se each day because I don't need, like, I have so much leftover food. I didn't need to make that meal on a certain day. And it's like I have so much other food that I don't really need to go buy all this other stuff. I'm finding that I'm running out more of staples. Like, for instance, let's say I was supposed to make oxtail this week. I still haven't made the stewed chicken. And I have the chicken in the fridge and all that. So I'm going to make the stewed chicken. Although this week might have been like the ackee and saltfish weekend. It ain't happening because I'm going to use what I have. But I'm noticing things like I need more olive oil. I need more pasta sauce because I used the last pasta sauce this week. And those are the things that I'm adding to my list that I need now. So I think the month meal plan is amazing because I have something to look back on and to look at if I lose an idea of what I do want to do. But as far as me actually sticking to it, it's a trial and error for me because this is the first time I've done it. I actually probably going to be able to save more money on food than I thought, at least until all the food in my pantry and stuff is gone. So another thing I've learned is I did do like a major shopping haul type of thing, and I shouldn't have bought all my fresh stuff right away. Fresh stuff for me is going to have to be like a weekly thing because I find myself forcing myself to eat the spinach or forcing myself to eat the avocado when I didn't really feel like it at that point because they're fresh and I don't want them to go to waste. And like my Taco Tuesday didn't happen, so it actually had to be Taco Thursday, and I had to like scrounge through all the lettuce to make sure I got the good pieces. So it's kind of like, I'm the type of person where I don't have kids and like that, so I can run to the supermarket right after work. There's certain things like I can just run and do either the weekend before or just the day of because I don't want to waste what I bought. And that is something I have also learned. And I have learned that I need to be more particular with what I buy as well, because although I said, you can't stop a quick check, Walmart, blah, 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 for like little snacks and stuff. I'm still buying chips and stuff at the supermarket, which is fine because I know who I am, and it's kind of probably what's helping me not buy all that stuff elsewhere. Here comes that horrible road. You're also prepared for bumpiness. But I also feel like I need to cut down on how much of that stuff I'm bringing into the house as well, because I find that I just eat it up, and I have it there as backup so I don't stop at these other stores. But instead of it being backup, I'm just eating it as normal, and my blood pressure is getting out of control. So that's another thing I have learned about myself as well. So maybe this week, instead of buying 2 or 3 bags, I just buy 1 bag, and when it's done, like 1 for work and 1 for home. And when it's finished, it's just finished. Like, I have to have some discipline, and I need to get back on my game. I will be uploading a video about my weigh-in for February. And I think I said in that video it really wasn't for weight loss, but I need to get my game together. I need to figure something out. So that's something else. But I need to do a little research, and if you guys know about it, I need to do a little research about fasting and estrogen levels. Because now I'm learning, I thought I heard somebody's video say that if you fast, you might pump more estrogen out. And I'm not trying to have more estrogen. I'm trying to lower it. So I need to look into my fasting and estrogen levels to see how that's going to go. I forgot to spray my face. Okay, anyway, random thought. Was that all that I feel like I learned this week? Yeah, and so, yeah, on another note with the food, I feel like, for me, being who I am, and I know a lot of people are like this, I need to stop saying to myself, well, you should stop having chips, or you can't have chips, or you can't have candy, or you can't have this. I will buy myself a set amount, and that's it for the week. But instead, I should probably say to myself, you need to add more of such and such. Like, you need to add more fruits. You need to add more vegetables. You need to add something, So whereas it's not like you're taking something away from yourself, it's more like you're adding something to yourself, so you don't feel like you're being deprived. So I'm going to try that because I feel like I do need more fruits and vegetables. I'm actually doing this hair thing where they told us we need to be having a fruit and vegetable with every meal, and I was like, how, Sway, why? I don't know how I'm going to do that. But then I figured I can probably add something. Like, I'm going to try this because breakfast is a weak point of mine. I don't eat breakfast usually, and if I do eat anything for breakfast, it's not till like 10:30, 11. And like I was saying with the estrogen thing, I'm worried that maybe I need to start eating breakfast. So I'm thinking of making like some kind of breakfast casserole with maybe something hearty like eggs, potatoes, and maybe I'll add some spinach or a vegetable there or a fruit with that, so that I can have something for breakfast that has a fruit or a vegetable, and make sure that I have a fruit or a vegetable in every single meal. I sucked at that this last week, so that's another thing that I'm going to be trying to incorporate. And yeah, that's pretty much it this week. I gotta say, this last week has been pretty good. I haven't really been spending money outside. It's so funny to not have to like look in my bank account to see what money is there because I'm not really spending it. Oh, guys, and another thing is, it's so funny because with rent is due on, you know, they say when you drive you gotta watch for everybody. So rent is due on the 1st, obviously, but they give us till the 5th. I thought till the 5th, but she actually said they give you till the 7th. But our late fee is ridiculous. It's like $50. Most rent places late fees are like $35, $25. Theirs is $50. So unfortunately, the way that my bank account is set up, the way that my checks come in these first couple months they come like after the 7th, the first major check. And last month I just went ahead and paid it, and paid my $50, and it hurt my heart because I'm like, come on. And now it's Frugal February, and I'm like, I really don't want to do that. So I put it in the, you know, our rent went up also. So there was a rent increase. And then, you know, when there's a rent increase, you have to add money to your deposit, your security deposit. So there was that. So there was the rent increase. It wasn't a lot. It was like $17 more on rent, but still more money. And then I had to come with an additional $27 for the deposit. And then on top of that, because I didn't get paid until Friday the 9th, yesterday, then I was late again. So what I did was, and God, I was just about to pay, you know, I was like, whatever, I gotta pay it, I'm late. God was like, no. Use your mouth, ask. The most they can say is no. So I called up there, and I was like, you know, I told them the situation, like February and March, I don't get paid again till the 9th of the month, and this is what it is, blah, blah, blah. And I would really appreciate it if I didn't have to pay the $50 late fee if I brought you the money in cash that morning on that Friday. And the one lady I spoke to, she's so nice. She was just like, if it was up to me, honey, I would let you do it. I understand. I get it, blah, blah, blah. But you have to talk to so-and-so. So I was like, okay. And so-and-so is not known to be super nice or anything like that. So I got up early that next morning, yesterday morning, and I went into that office, and I was like the most humble person, and I was like, so-and-so, you know, this is what I had it written out on paper. This is what it is. I get paid the 9th here, this today, and the 9th here next week, and then the 6th in April. Like, I knew my numbers, knew my dates, and then by May, I'll be up to the 4th. So, you know, everything will be fine. That's how I actually found out that we had until the 7th. She was like, oh, April, you won't be late because you have until the 7th and you'll get paid the 6th, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, oh, wow, that's great to know. This, that, and the other. So she's like, okay. So I was like, okay, great. This is great. So she was like, so I was like, are you going to let me not pay the $50 for this month? The next month I will bring it up to you in cash next month, like I'm bringing it to you now. Here's your $27 deposit, here's the new rental amount, this and that. And you guys, God must have touched her heart. And plus I prayed before I got there that God would like speak to her and give her a heart of giving, because I needed it. And she was like, okay, Tyra, just for these 2 months, this is not something we normally do, but these 2 months you can definitely do that. Just bring it here on Friday, this and that. I was like, oh my God. Like, I said thank you, I appreciate it, God bless you, so many times to that lady before I left that office, because I really was appreciative. So the moral of my story basically was, when you feel like you can save money somewhere, don't be afraid to ask. The most someone can say to you is no. And I hate confrontation. I hate asking for things like that because my pride is so ridiculous. But sometimes if you need to, that's $50. That's $50 3 months in a row. That's $150 I would have given away that I can now save. And actually I should have asked last month, because she probably would have let me do last month too. So, you know, that's me wasting $50. But you know, I learned from that and I asked. So just keep in mind to go ahead and ask for things, even if you know or you think the answer might be no, and pray about it first. Ask for God some help if you believe in him, and then you know what you should. I'm not gonna say that, but like, you know, if you believe in him and you, or whoever you believe in, pray and ask the universe, whoever you want to believe in, for help to see if it will help you. But go ahead and do that. But that's it, guys. I think that's pretty much it. So this week has been good. I'm praying and hoping that next week is going to be just as amazing and wonderful, and some good things are going to happen for me next week as well. All right, guys, so I am here at work, and it's time to find me a little parking spot, and it's been good sharing. And you guys, not all of you, but you guys, some of you are so interactive, and I so appreciate you guys for, you know, talking to me, interacting with me on my channel. It makes it feel like I should keep doing the videos, because at a point there I was like, I just do what I'm doing on my own and just keep it to myself, because nobody really is caring. But there are a few of you out there that really are watching and really getting some information and giving me information, which I also do appreciate. So guys, remember, in order to be great, you have to be grateful, and I'm so very grateful for you guys. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Bye. Sorry this one was a little long, but it's a vlog. What you mean? I mean, you know.